Hey everybody, my name's Captain Daddy and welcome to Let's Play Infinity Wars. In the last part, I had been out for 2 weeks because I've been sick. I mean, Ramon's been out for 2 weeks because he's been sick, and he's still sick, so that's why he asked me, Captain Daddy, to Let's Play for him. Yeah, because, you know, our voices are totally different. Anyway, if you guys don't know, Infinity Wars is an indie game made by Lightmare Studios. It's an online trading card game. So today we are going to be playing this. We're going to go over 3 deck strategies. 3 decks and their strategies. And I'm just going to be doing some bot matches. And so here we go. Let's do some bot matches. Captain fucking Daddy. Now that's enough of that. So let's So as you can see, I have a couple decks here. We're only going to be doing 3. We may do 4, but just 3 for right now. I'm going to be doing my Genesis deck and explaining how that works. Honestly, this is for people who have played the game before. I'm going to be trying to go over some of the rules for people who haven't played, and if you're interested in playing this, it's totally free to play. It's on Steam. Just type in Infinity Wars into Google, and you'll find it. Okay, so we're just going to be doing the Genesis deck. It's my Genesis. All it is Genesis. Genesis are robots. So I'm just gonna be doing some bot matches, and I'll show you how to use my main strategy with the Genesis deck. So this is the battlefield. Assault zone is where you put your attacking units. They directly go against your. You have to break through their defense zone to get to their fortress. When their fortress's health reaches 0, you win. First I'm going to be using Aletta, the Immortal Tinkerer. I'm going to use her ability to pay 1 resource and give it to this drone here. Because I don't have a wealthy noble to give me 1 more resource, I'm just going to do that. So it's turn 1. The reason I gave it to this drone is because just in case they have something that affects the entire field and damages this, that drone doesn't die. And that's useful because this drone, as long as this drone's on the field, it'll summon it'll raise another unending drone from the graveyard. So it'll just be a constant flow of these little guys. So let me just show you this real quick. Oh, I can't do that. Okay. So this is my Secluded Constructor. Her ability, I pay 1 resource, and I can select an artificial character from the battlefield, sacrifice it to gain its remaining power and health, and give that to another character with an additional +1/+1 on it. So if I give it an unnamed drone, this drone would get the +2 plus an additional +1/+1, so it'd get a +3/3. So end turn, so I summon that. See, he got a Wealthy Noble, so that gives him one more resource every turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and summon another drone here. Put this out into the assault zone. Then use this ability to basically I'm putting this drone into this drone and sacrificing it. The way Genesis works is you use smaller parts to build bigger parts. So he hit me for 8, I hit him for 5. It's not a great start. Obviously I need to start building some kind of defense. But honestly right now I'm just gonna build this guy up and hit him as hard as I can, and then I'll worry about defense a little later. So once again, I'm going to use both of their abilities. So I'm going to give him a +6. Yeah. So I'm going to put this guy in here, and then use her ability to give him a +3, and that drains my resources. So see, gave him +6. Now we're at 11. Hit him for 11. Hit him for 8. So now we're doing a little better. Now we're even, actually. But we're not going to be even for long, because I'm going to go on the defensive for this turn and summon this Bad Bot. Now, Bad Bot, when you first look at it, kind of sucks. Bad Bot cannot attack or block. He's just a big dude. He's 15/15 for 4 cost, but he can't attack or block. You'd think he sucks, but you'd be wrong, because he's in my support zone now. What I can do is I can use Secluded Constructor to give that bonus to this dude. So now he gets a +16/+16. And now he can plow, well, he would be able to plow to the defensive, but now he's on the defensive. So now he's at 27. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move him back over here and use this. What this does is it gives him flying, a +4/+4 bonus, and untouchable for this turn. Which means he can't be targeted by any abilities or attacks. I'm going to use that. And then we're going to summon this card right here, the mechanism. What this card does... Excuse me. I had to take a drink of water there. What this card does is, as long as there's a card that's adjacent to it in the support zone, it gives +1/+1 bonus. So it's going to give a +1 to these two little drones here. So he's going to beef up their defenses, but it's not going to matter because when I have flying, things on the ground can't block. So now that he's flying, unless he summons another flying creature, I'm just going to hit him for 31 every turn. Which means now that that's set up, I can just do, I can now just set up a big defender in this zone over here. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to use one of you for the boost. I'm going to use one of these for the boost because normally I use it in the assault zone because he's flying, but I'm just going to use him for his for parts basically. So I'm going to give him the 9/11 boost, and then use the 3/3 in here just to kind of beef him up in case they go on the offensive, which they did. So now he's 15/17. It's a pretty big defender. This card right here is like the key of my, or would be the key to my victory. Basically, what it does is when you put it down, I can't play cards anymore, which means I can't play cards from my hand. I can still activate abilities, but I can no longer play cards or abilities from my hand because all my everything's trapped in the shield generator, so to speak. So what this does is basically at the start of my turn, I have to sacrifice a character for each level in this shield generator, and it increases by 1 for every every turn. So basically every turn, if I have it up for 1 turn, give it 1. Have it up for 2 turns, I give it 2. And what this does is it makes my characters invincible, so they can't be hit. But if I don't continually feed the shield generator, it eventually dies off. I have to sacrifice it, which kind of sucks. But basically, what that does is it protects this lady here, because a lot of people online like to use an ability to get rid of her because she's the key to my victory. As you can see, if I don't have her, I can't use her ability to put these guys together. I have more in my deck, but if you kill her right off the bat, it does cripple me for a couple turns if I don't get her right away. So I'm going to go ahead and summon my drone here. It's very important if you're using Mechanism to keep this in between 2 things, just because if it's adjacent, they get the bonus. If it's over here, it does not affect the command zone. I probably didn't need to say that, but I felt like I had to. So I'm gonna give a bonus to this one just to keep him alive for another turn, just so we don't lose any more health. And my victory is assured because I've got a 31 that they can't block, and they've got 22 health left. So let's just watch it play out. They put more in the defense zone. They didn't do anything, so I hit him for 31, and Giants win. Hooray! Alright, so that'll do it for Genesis. In the next episode, we're going to go over Exile. I'm going to go over one of my other decks, which is Sleepers, and those are robot zombies mixed with Exiles, which are demons. So see you in the next episode, and I hope you guys stick around.